Now, other interesting business news, you have Tesla's very first Cybertruck finally leaving the factory in the great country of Texas. No, I didn't misspeak. It's a great country. One of my favorite quotes is, before your state was a state, it was just land. Before my state was a state, it was a country. Fun history lesson for, I know we have all-time low history scores in the United States public schools. Some could say I'm doing good right now. Now, this is after years of debate. The Cybertruck finally rolled off the assembly line in Austin, Texas, which some might argue is not really Texas. That's a controversy among Texans in and of itself. A debate for another time, perhaps. Now, they originally revealed this concept vehicle in 2019, but they had obviously multiple delays. And Wall Street is currently projecting them to deploy, or rather, I speak in IT terms because I own an IT company. Deploying technology is usually the term we use for setting up new tech and what have you. In this case, they're going to be producing about, Wall Street estimates, 10,000 Cybertrucks this year. And they actually estimate in 2024, they'll get that number up to 100,000. Now, it'll be interesting to see Tesla, they're no longer the first when it comes to the electric trucks. I believe the very first was the Rivian, which is another competitive startup. Someday might be profitable, time shall tell. The Amazon contract is keeping them afloat. Personally, that's what I think. But it's one of those instances where Rivian, I think, hit the market first. So there's a lot of hype around that. A lot of people bought it just because it was the very first. And you have Ford with their little bastardized F-150 EV Lightning, which the very first one, I say bastardized because it was a design from the ground up. They basically just swapped the powertrain to make it an EV, which worked. Can't really tow anything, but who needs to tow in a truck? That's sarcasm, folks. That's sarcasm. That's the point of a truck. Now, getting back to actual Cybertruck, it'll be interesting to see how many are actually produced, and will it suffer from the Osborne effect, which is a fascinating business effect. It was a couple decades ago. There's a company by the name of Osborne Computing, and they came out with a computer, and they started to sell it. I believe within a couple days it was selling, but within a couple days of them starting to sell it, they announced a new model, thereby nuking the sales of the very first iteration of the product and therefore destroying the company. Pejoratively, it is known as the Osborne effect. Now, Tesla, they don't have a new, it's not obviously an apples to apples comparison, they don't have a new Cybertruck yet, but how many people who want an EV truck already bought one from a competitor? And the design is controversial in and of itself. I'm sure they'll gain some sales just because of the design. They also might perhaps lose a couple of sales because of the aggressive design as well. So it'll be interesting to see. That continues to be a great effect on the Texas economy. And I think the competitors are starting to wake up, because once Tesla gets up and running, they got those gigapresses and those giant factories. They start popping them out pretty quick. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. We're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of July, so if you click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, don't forget to take the time to like and comment. Your feedback is also greatly appreciated. It's how we make the show better and better. Also, and lastly, don't forget to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.